Hi, so in this lecture, I'm gonna do some changes to our code. In my opinion, this will make it look much better and realistic. As some of the code we are currently having, I feel like it's really unnecessary. And of course, I have come to this decision after doing some testings to see how things look like and behave. And in my opinion, what we are going to do now will make it much better. So for the first change, I want to show you what I've done. If you open up BP Portal, you can go to the event graph. We have this collision 2 and collision 1 component begin overlaps. And what I've done here is I have done some change to this part here before the jump portal. Previously, we did get the world rotation, but we did get it from the P1 capture. Instead, I'm gonna change it to getting it from col1. This is the collision object here, col1. And this will really make it look more correct when we jump from one portal to the other. It will make it correct in such a way that we will have the correct orientation, or should I say rotation, when coming out from the other portal. Because previously, when we enter a portal and exit the other, we are having a wrong orientation. It looks like it's 90 degrees off, either to the left or to the right, depending on which portal we exit from. So really, in this case, if you do this, getting the world rotation from col1 and down here from col2, it will fix that problem. So we are always looking at the forward direction, no matter which portal we exit from. All right, so this will fix the direction. So the second fix I've done is in update cameras. I think that we really should just delete the part where we are really looking at the character. If you recall, we are having this D2 and D1 here, and we are doing a final look at rotation and updating P1 and P2 captures accordingly. And this is for making the mirroring effect move whenever the player moves. In other words, it's like looking at the player, but really, I think this was completely unnecessary. I don't think even this really makes it look any good, and I feel like we should delete all of this. And I have come to this decision after all testing. So what I think we should do instead is just keep this part to the right. It does have some effects. And you can always tweak the values here to see if you get better effects, but I suggest that you otherwise keep it as it is. So really, this part should just be deleted. I'm gonna drag this down here and drag this up. I'm gonna pull these backwards. Let's see, pull this backwards and just hit delete on all of this. In my opinion, no need for that. So I'm gonna compile and save again. I'm gonna show you what we are currently having right now. It looks like this. And let's just click on, let's first go to the scene. It looks like this. And I'm gonna delete those portals and just drag, in a new one, a fresh one, after making those changes. All right, so let's first see how the mirrors behave. I'm gonna click on play. I'm gonna pick up the gun, why not? And let's see. All right, so just to make it easier to test, I'm gonna click on ask, and let's do this instead. I'm gonna move it a little bit forward. I'm gonna move this backwards. This is the player start. I'm gonna move it here actually and rotate it towards this direction. Let's see if I can, yeah, I think that's correct. I'm gonna click on play to see where we start. Yeah, I'm starting in front of the gun. That's what I wanted. So really, if you take these two and move it in front of this one, if you look at the right mirror there, we are having this mirroring effect, as you can see here. I'm doing this so I can see, where I will really exit. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah. So you can see that we are having two cubes here. So it looks correct. And this is a mirror, so it shouldn't be 100% perfect, because we are also having this. If you look into our code, we're having this mapping of the distance with the field of view that also affects what we see depending on our distance. So think about that as well. But I really want that effect because I like it. But just keep in mind we are having this code here. It affects the field of view of the capture cameras. That affects also what we see on the mirrors or portals themselves. So I'm gonna add two cubes here. So we have two cubes in the mirroring effect here. And then I'm gonna select one of these and drag it out and add it here. So we can see in the mirror that we are having one cube. I'm gonna keep it here in the air so it's easier to identify. But if you really look, you can see that if I look through this portal, I will come out from the other portal. And what do we see when we come out from the other portal? Well, this is what we should see. A cube in front of us, and there's another cube behind it. So whatever location this picture here is really describing, that should be accurate enough, because this is, after all, a portal. I want to know what the exit location will be like. So I'm gonna look at this. It looks like this, and if you go here, you can see that it's, in my opinion, pretty good. I'm seeing this cube here, and there's another cube there. And as you can see, I'm seeing a cube in front of me with another cube behind. See that? Approximately like this. I'm not in a perfect position now, but it should look like something like this. And as you can see, you can see them there. So it's really describing a location accurately. And the same goes with the other portal. If you look here, it says two cubes on onto each other will be very much in front of you. It's not perfect again, but if you look, you will approximately have two cubes in front of you on each other. So really the portal is describing things correctly. So if I click on play, I'm gonna take this up. I'm gonna go through this red one here, and you can see that I'm coming out through the other one. And if I go forwards a bit and rotate, I'm through the blue one now. I'm gonna go through the blue one again, and I'm here for the red one and the blue one. And if you notice, if I go through the red one, it looks like it's falling a bit from the blue one, and that's really because of the collision boxes. If you go to the viewport, let's see if I have collision box 1 and collision box 2. I'm gonna drag these down like this, and I'm gonna give this another try again. Let's see. Now that we know this works, I'm gonna remove these so they're out of our way. I don't need them in front of us. I'm gonna move this to the right. I'm gonna delete those portals and just drag this out again like this. I'm gonna give this one more try. Why not pick this up? Yeah, it's showing correctly. We're having a cube in front of us, and as you can see, let's see if I can, yeah, it works just fine. All right. So what I'm gonna do now for a final testing is to move one of the portals far away. Okay. So I'm gonna click this portal actor here, and I'm just gonna select maybe D2, the blue one. I'm gonna rotate it like this, and I'm gonna put it, well, maybe here, why not? Click on play, And it's really hard to see, but yeah, you can see it's front of us. So it's really looking at the red portal, as you can see, and we can see that in the mirror effect. So I'm gonna go through it, and we will get to that wall there, as you can see. And now we come out from the other side. I'm gonna go back, and we get in front of that cube. So it seems to work fairly nice. And again, the picture is not perfect because this is after all a portal, and we are having that field of view effect, and yeah, so pretty good effect anyway. I'm pretty happy with that. We can also jump through, as you can see. And we will also be able to spawn in them. And that's what we are gonna work on next. So, but before doing anything else, I'm gonna first again delete these portals. Drag in new ones. I'm gonna save. Let's open this up, and let's see. I wanted to show you what values I'm having here so you can program this in as well for each of the components if you feel like it's necessary. So starting with D1, you can see that I'm having these values. So I'm going to go through them all quickly, but give you enough time to copy these and read these. So if you need to, you can adjust your own values accordingly, just in case you have missed this properly. So we start with D1. That's the reflection. Call one. P1 capture. Now we go to D2. Door 2. P2 capture. P2 reflection. And then call 2. Alright, so now you know the values, you can copy them, write them in. And if you need to, you can also adjust the scale or anything else you want accordingly, so it suits you better and your settings. So approximately it looks like this. And what's really left to do now is to test the shooting and spawning of the portals, because that's what we want to do next. And we are gonna work on this next, and then we will be able to test how it looks like to shoot portals and then go through them to come out from some other side, just like the game Portal. And in the end of the course, I will also show you some other way of creating portals, really. And we're gonna use the Niagara system to do that. We will get some amazing effects. So if you want to, you could implement portals in that way rather than just using meshes and materials like this. There are other ways to do portals, but this is one way. Alright, so thanks for watching. Now you know what code change we made, and we are gonna work on this in the next lecture. Bye for now.